right, boys and girls. So today you're going to be switching to multi-digit addition strategies. You're going to be doing it work with, just addition and subtraction at this point should be pretty. You should be used to a lot of the strategies with regrouping and adding, using the standard algorithm method, which is where you're just stacking and adding basically. So what I wanted to work with you on today, I know it says adding and subtracting, but we're just going to work on adding today. And that is simply, I wanted to show you or recap the missing information tiles and kind of fill some gaps of what I saw the last time we did this. So this will be one thing that you'll have on your apply slide today. So thank you for listening to the video if you're doing that. You'll notice my paper sheet up here. The reason for this is because so many of you try to just move these tiles around and not actually do the footwork, meaning you don't do the actual show your work. And I don't need to see your work, but this is definitely pencil paper kind of activity because you do a lot of trial and error when missing information boxes. It's all about trying to get you to think critically about the problem, trying to think deeply about what do you think goes in each of those boxes? What could go in each of those boxes? Because sometimes there's more than one answer, which I know sounds weird for math, but I promise it's true. So the first thing I'm going to do, and you should be doing also, is I'm going to basically do what I see on the computer screen. I'm going to do that on a piece of paper. So I'm going to put my boxes. First thing, I know I need 3 boxes on the top because it's 3 digits on the top, 3 digits on the bottom. I'm only going to the hundreds place for this video, I believe. And then we have our addition sign. My lead's running out, sorry. And then I know that I need a box here, a box here. You want to make sure when you're remaking it that your boxes line up and that you have the same amount of boxes. I'm a little stickler, so I like to put my comma there because I know that 1, 2, 3 means comma for me. All right, so then I'm going to fill in my blanks of what information I have. So they tell me a 0 is here, a 1 is in the ones place, a 9 is in the tens place here. They said a 5 here, and they said a 9 here. Okay, so now that we know that information, all we have to do, sorry, I'm going to make that a little closer for you guys. Let's get that to focus. There we go. All we have to do now is decide what can go in these boxes and still have the problem make sense and still have the problem be true. But we have to think kind of backwards here. So since this is addition and we have missing information, we think backwards. Okay, so we start at the bottom and we think backwards. And the inverse operation is subtraction. So 5 minus 1 would be 4. So I know that a 4 would go in that box. So I'm going to drag my 4 over and try that out. I'm just going to leave it there for right now. And the reason being that I know I can only use each number once. That's the other big rule about missing information boxes is most of the time you're asked to only use those numbers once. So that's what we're going to do. So I know that I've used the 4 and I can't use the 4 again. So now I'm going to go to these boxes. Well, it could be anything, right? Because 4 plus 1 we know is 5 and 0 plus 9 is 9. But what could I put in these boxes? Well, I might have a different answer than Susie, and Susie might have an different answer than Bobby, and Bobby might have a different answer than Sam, and we might all have different answers. All that matters is that it's a true statement. So with that being said, I could do something as simple as put a 1 here. Nope, I can't because there's 1 here. Well, I could do that probably. 1 here because I can only use the missing information tiles once. So I'm going to put a 1 here. I'm going to put a 2 here. And I'm going to put a 3 here. So I'm going to go ahead and try that because I know that 1 plus 2 equals 3. But look at this. I still have a thousands place box. And I know that 1 plus 2 equals 3, and that would not give me a thousands place. And I cannot leave a box empty. So now I'm going to go back to my paper. Again, this is okay, guys. This is what you're supposed to do. Is you keep trying until you get it right. So now I know, lesson learned, that I have to have a number that adds up to give me a number in the 1000s place, or that adds up to a double digit. Okay, so if I were to do that, then I know I have to have two numbers that add up more than 9. And the reason for that is it has to be at least 10 or more, because 10 or more would be what would make up a double digits. So I'm going to go ahead and try by putting, let's see. I think I'm going to put a 6 here. So I'm going to move my 6 there, see if that works. And then I'm going to put a 7 here. All right, so move my 7. I got that. And then I know that 6 plus 7 equals 13, so I put my 3 here. And I'd put my 1 here because you would regroup and there's nothing in the thousands place. So 6 plus 7 is, I know, 13, regroup, and I'd bring that down. So that's 1,395. This statement is true. This statement is correct. I only use the tiles in one spot. It doesn't matter if they already gave you a 1. Whenever we say use the tiles once, we're talking about the numbers that aren't there yet. Okay, so keep that in mind. Again, I might have a different answer. There are some other answers that easily could have gone there. So you just have to make sure that you are leaving or ending with a statement that is true. And one way I could check my answer is to do the inverse operation. So 1,395 minus 791, and if I have it correct, I should get 600. Excuse me, 604. So 5 minus 1 I know is 4. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 7 I can't do. It becomes a 13. That 1 becomes a 0, which I just wrote 13, but that's okay. 13 minus 7 is 6. Therefore, I got 604, which is what's up here. And so that's a way that you can also check your answer. And I really want you guys to get in the habit of doing that. You need to make sure that you're checking your work by doing the opposite inverse operation. If it doesn't work out, then that means that you did not put the digits in the right tile space. So there's your little refresher on how to do the tiles. Missing information, you definitely should be using pencil, paper, dry erase board, and marker to do your actual work, and then move those tiles around on the slide. All right, thanks for listening all the way to the end. If you have any questions, feel free to join me at 10:15 for math today.